In a story that could rival the most intricate genetic mysteries, the tale of a black couple who had a white baby girl has captivated the world. Angela and Ben Ego, both Nigerian by birth, were thrust into the spotlight with the unexpected arrival of their daughter, Nmachi, whose appearance defied all conventional expectations. This extraordinary birth, which seemed to challenge the very principles of genetic inheritance, led to a whirlwind of scientific curiosity, media frenzy, and personal challenges that would reshape their lives forever. The moment of Nmachi's birth was nothing short of astonishing. Dr. Thompson, the attending physician, lifted the newborn from the delivery table, and the room fell into an uneasy silence. The baby, despite being born to two dark-skinned parents, had skin as pale as porcelain and a head full of blonde hair. Angela and Ben Ego, staring in disbelief at their newborn, were overwhelmed by the sight. Their daughter's striking blue eyes only added to the enigma. The scene was surreal, a seemingly ordinary birth that had taken a turn into the extraordinary. As news of Nmachi's appearance spread throughout the hospital, it wasn't long before doctors and geneticists from across London were summoned to unravel this genetic puzzle. Each expert who arrived had their own theories about what could have caused such an anomaly. The initial hypothesis was albinism, a genetic condition characterized by a lack of melanin, which results in very light skin, hair, and eye color. Dr. Thompson and her team promptly conducted a series of tests, including a detailed eye examination and skin biopsy. The results were unexpected. While Nmachi's skin was pale, it was not devoid of melanin. Her eyes lacked the characteristic red reflex typical of albinos, and her skin exhibited signs of melanin production. This evidence effectively ruled out albinism, leaving the medical team perplexed. Nmachi, named meaning beauty of God in Igbo by her parents, was not an albino but rather a child with an inexplicably white appearance. The scientific community was abuzz with discussions and debates. Theories began to emerge in an attempt to explain this rare occurrence. One theory suggested a unique gene mutation might have occurred, introducing an unprecedented change in the rules of genetic inheritance. Another theory proposed that Nmachi's appearance could be the result of long-dormant genes, possibly white skin genes that had been hidden within Ben or Angela's family lineage and had resurfaced in their daughter. A third theory considered the possibility of a rare form of albinism that allowed for some pigment production but still resulted in a lighter skin tone than usual. These hypotheses fueled a wave of scientific inquiry and public intrigue. While experts debated the origins of Nmachi's appearance, Angela and Ben were left to grapple with their own emotions. They experienced a mixture of joy at their healthy daughter's birth and confusion over the racial implications of her appearance. The couple faced the reality of raising a white child in a black family, a situation that led to both profound introspection and widespread media attention. The birth of Nmachi quickly became a global sensation. Headlines screamed about the black parents who had a white baby, sparking an intense media frenzy. As news outlets flocked to cover the story, geneticists and researchers from around the world expressed a keen interest in studying Nmachi. Some were driven by scientific curiosity, eager to uncover the genetic anomalies that had led to her appearance. Others were motivated by the opportunity to explore the broader implications of her case on our understanding of genetics and race. Amidst the flurry of media attention and scientific speculation, Angela and Ben faced significant challenges. They were subjected to a barrage of whispers and rumors, ranging from cruel accusations of infidelity to outright racist remarks. The intense scrutiny of their personal lives put their relationship to the test, but Ben emerged as a staunch defender of his family. Confronted with doubts and criticisms, he resolutely stood by his wife, affirming, "Of course she is mine. My wife is true to me. Even if she hadn't been, the baby still wouldn't look like this." His unwavering support became a cornerstone of their strength as they navigated the storm of public opinion. Despite the adversity, Angela and Ben chose to view Nmachi's birth as a blessing rather than a burden. They saw her as a miracle that transcended their understanding of genetics and race. Angela, still recovering from childbirth, shared her perspective with visitors at the hospital, saying with a gentle smile, "She's beautiful, a miracle baby." This positive outlook helped them weather the intense scrutiny and medical speculation, reinforcing their love for their daughter and their commitment to each other. As Nmachi was cleared to go home, the Egos faced a new reality. Their older children, who shared their dark skin, were curious about their new sister. Angela and Ben worked to explain Nmachi's unique appearance to their older children in terms they could understand, emphasizing that family love transcends skin color. They also prepared for the challenges of raising Nmachi in a world that would undoubtedly notice her differences. The Egos found that going out in public with Nmachi often led to stares and questions from strangers. Some were merely curious, while others were less kind. Ben and Angela frequently found themselves explaining their family story, which became increasingly exhausting. Despite the challenges, they were determined to protect their daughter's privacy while seeking answers about her genetic makeup. The scientific community remained fascinated by Nmachi's case. Geneticists worldwide saw it as a unique opportunity to understand human genetics more deeply. Ben and Angela agreed to limited genetic testing, hoping to shed light on their daughter's unusual appearance. The testing revealed a complex and intriguing genetic picture. Nmachi's DNA confirmed her African ancestry, matching her parents' genetic background, but with unexpected variations that made her unique. Advanced genetic sequencing techniques identified rare genetic markers associated with light skin and hair color in Nmachi's genome. These markers were unusually expressed, leading to her striking appearance. Scientists discovered novel gene interactions that amplified the effects of light skin genes while suppressing melanin production. Interestingly, traces of European ancestry were also found in Nmachi's DNA, suggesting distant interracial mixing in the family's past. However, this alone did not fully explain her appearance. The extensive analysis highlighted the limits of current genetic understanding and sparked new research into the intricate mechanisms of genetic inheritance. Professor Brian Sykes, a leading geneticist from Oxford University, became particularly interested in Nmachi's case. He noted the rarity of her extremely fair hair, pointing out that not even all white babies are born with such light blonde hair. Sykes leaned toward the theory of an unknown mutation, admitting that the rules of genetics are complex and not fully understood. As Nmachi grew from a newborn into a toddler, her parents continued to watch her closely. Some experts had predicted that her skin might darken over time, but as months passed, Nmachi remained fair-skinned and blonde. Angela and Ben worked hard to create a loving and supportive environment for all their children. They emphasized their Nigerian heritage, ensuring that Nmachi understood and appreciated her roots, despite her unique appearance. They also educated their older children about genetics and the beauty of diversity, using their own family as a living example. However, life was not without its difficulties. When Nmachi started nursery school, she faced curiosity and sometimes unkindness from other children. Some peers questioned if she was adopted, while others made hurtful comments. Ben and Angela worked closely with teachers to create an inclusive environment and to educate Nmachi's classmates about genetic diversity. As Nmachi grew older, she began to ask questions about her appearance. One day she asked Angela, "Why do I look different from you and Daddy this moment?" Both anticipated and dreaded by her parents, prompted a heartfelt conversation. Ben and Angela used simple analogies to explain her uniqueness, likening their family to a garden with flowers of different colors that are all part of the same beautiful landscape. They assured Nmachi that her appearance was a special gift from nature and that families come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. They emphasized that love, not appearance, defines a family. Ben and Angela also reassured Nmachi that even doctors and scientists find her birth fascinating and are still learning from it. This approach helped Nmachi feel special rather than strange. As she grew and gained a deeper understanding of genetics and identity, the family's conversations evolved to address more complex concepts. Nmachi's story continued to captivate the public. On her 5th birthday, a documentary crew visited the EGO home to capture the lively blonde girl playing with her darker-skinned siblings. The documentary renewed interest in Nmachi's case and led to further offers from scientists to study her genetics. The EGOs ultimately agreed to participate in a comprehensive genetic study conducted by an international team of researchers. This study aimed to unravel the genetic mystery of Nmachi's appearance and involved detailed genetic sequencing techniques. As the family awaited the results, life went on. Nmachi started primary school, where she proved to be a bright and outgoing child. Her unusual appearance occasionally drew attention, but her confident personality won her many friends. Finally, the day came when researchers were ready to share their findings. The lead scientist explained that Nmachi's case was extraordinary, involving a rare mix of genetic factors that had amazed the scientific community. The key to her appearance was a previously undiscovered genetic mutation that dramatically amplified the effects of fair-skinned genes while suppressing melanin production to an unprecedented degree. The scientist emphasized that the combination of this unknown mutation with rare recessive genes resulted in Nmachi's striking look. This combination was extremely rare, with odds of fewer than 1 in a million. Nmachi's case was described as a genetic unicorn that had expanded the field of genetics in remarkable ways. The news brought a mix of emotions to the EGOs. There was relief in having answers, but also a renewed sense of how special their daughter was. As they adjusted to this new information, they faced a decision about the publication of the research findings. The scientists were eager to publish, which could significantly advance the field of genetics but would likely bring renewed attention to Nmachi and her family. After much discussion, including conversations with Nmachi herself, the Ihegboro decided to allow the research to be published. They saw it as an opportunity to educate people about genetic diversity and to help other families who might face similar situations. The publication of the study made headlines around the world once again. The Ihegboro found themselves in the spotlight but were more prepared this time. They used the attention to spread a message of love, acceptance, and the beauty of diversity. Their story inspired others, and they received letters from mixed-race families, parents of children with albinism, and people from around the globe who had felt different or out of place. The Ihegboro's journey had not been easy. They faced challenges and prejudices, navigated complex medical and ethical questions, and dealt with more public scrutiny than they had ever anticipated. But through it all, they remained a loving and united family. Ben and Angela, reflecting on the day of Nmachi's birth, marveled at how far they had come. That moment of shock and confusion had led to a journey they could never have imagined, a journey that had enriched their lives and touched countless others. So the next time you encounter someone who looks different, remember Nmachi's story. Understand that each of us is unique with our own mix of traits and abilities. Ultimately, it is not the color of our skin or the shade of our hair that defines us, but the content of our character and the love in our hearts. We invite you to share your thoughts on situations that have challenged your understanding of genetics or family. How did you handle them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible true stories that celebrate the wonder and diversity of the human experience.